Well, we have two fillies here, two 3-year-old fillies. This is the first time I'm seeing them in 2019. Actually, the first time I'm seeing them train since they came home from Illinois. On the outside here is the 4 green. That is Ivanka. Sorry, on the outside is Not an Angel. On the inside is Ivanka and Jason McGinnis. Real cold. It was real cold here this morning at Campbellville, about -15 before the wind chill. And I know I froze to death. I'm sure these guys did too. Both these fillies look really strong starting out. Not an Angel always had that kind of clappy way of going about her. You can see a much more fluid gait from Ivanka. But as we show speed too, Not an Angel is as her training speeds up. She always kind of flattens out and looks a lot better. The chore here would be keeping her in hand and keeping her go a slow mile and 30 or 35 where they're going to go. A little surprised how big and how strong and fluid Ivanka is looking right now and has looked since she came back. You know, not many of you understand. She had a pretty significant injury last year in the opening stake race, and the job that Rob and Angie did with this filly is really tremendous, really tremendous. Not a lot of people could have raced this filly throughout the year, and then to win the consolation. It's just a real feather in their cap. It took a lot of horsemanship, put it that way. A lot of horsemanship. Not a lot of people, including myself, I had told everybody, listen, we're just going to turn her out. And Angie and Rob never gave up on her. They kept working on her and working on her. Her leg looks great right now, looks fantastic. And you can tell she's turned into a real big, strong 3-year-old trotting filly. So kudos to them. Not an Angel up front now. They're getting over the half in about, I'm going to say, 17 or 18. Probably going to end up going a mile in 34, 35. This is the second training trip since they've been back. You can see Not an Angel getting in a bit. That left hind was an issue last year for her throughout the year. Now, we literally had that ultrasounded on Friday. There's no issues at all. She has a set of flip-flops on up front. As you can see, if you look closely, there is quite a cushion on the track these days. You can see the dirt coming off when they strike the ground. There's a good 1.5 to 2 inches of cushion on this track that wasn't there before. And what you'll find is a lot of these trotters that wear those flip-flops, and for those of you that don't know that, it's literally as it sounds. There's a free piece of plastic at the back half of their foot and their heel that kind of moves as they do. But the problem is it doesn't give the horses all the traction they're used to getting. And in this track right here, the way that this track is deep this morning, they're going to find it tough, and you're going to see some horses make breaks. Not an Angel has those flip-flops on up front, and Ivanka does not. So as they come into the stretch here, it looks like Jason's well in hand. Not an Angel's never been great on the front end, and it looks like she's just starting to get her legs under her for 2019. Still, as I said, just not quite grabbing the track as much as I thought she might with this on, but you can tell as soon as you put her in gear and let her trot, she's all business too and really wants to get at it. So really happy to see these two fillies especially starting to train back. This is our Illinois bunch for 3-year-olds outside of Holden Steady, and he too is trying to find his way in 2019, but both of these fillies look very, very strong, well on their way to training down good. Very happy with what I see from both of them. They're just about to go by one of our 2-year-olds. And, that looks like that's Susie K is who that is. Anyway, for those of you out there with interest in Ivanka and Not an Angel, that's both of them. Number 3, Ivanka. Number 4, Not an Angel. Both look great here this morning. Very happy with what I've seen from them. As I said, around a 2:30, 2:35 mile.